Today I'm going to go ahead and show you a way of making your seats look torn if you're going for a rat rod or an abandoned car look. With this technique, bench seats work the best. Single seats are okay. Bucket seats will probably not work out too well. The trick to getting the torn look on your seat is by using painter's tape. So the trick here is to just put the painter's tape on the bench seat and mold it to the shape of the seat. Kind of hard to do on camera because I'm blocking your view with my finger, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it off camera and you'll see what I'm talking about. It'll be a little hard to see, but I went through and I tried to get as much of the texture on the seat as possible through the tape. You can see the little ridges running through it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off the excess tape. And here's the finished seat. Well, not finished, but after the tape has been applied. And this is going to act as your fabric for the seat. So we're going to go ahead and paint the seat whatever color you want. I'm still not sure I'm going to paint this one. From what I've found, black does not work great. But other than that, every color seems to work. So I'm going to figure out what to paint this and I'll be right back. So I know I just said that black doesn't work out too well, so I'm trying something else. I sprayed this with primer gray and then dry brushed some black over it to kind of give it that splotchy look. Kind of make it look like worn leather. If my lighting was better, you'd see it really just looks like a worn leather jacket. And so now to the important part that you all clicked onto this video for, most likely, is to see, this is the part where we're actually going to make the tears. So what we're going to use is a good old hobby knife, and this is where the tape comes into play. Because what you're going to do is you're going to cut through the tape where you want the tear. So we're going to do one right along the top here, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and peel some of that tape back. Oh, that was a lot. Yeah, that's fine. Then we're going to do another one right here. This is where a lot of seats I see tear. Both of my vehicles have tears here. Right on the driver's side. That is some really bad lighting. I am sorry, guys. Still learning how to do these videos. There's that tear there. So just kind of think about where seats tear. If you have someone who's getting in and out of the car a lot, and you're going to have tears along the driver's side, maybe we'll do one small tear right there. Alright, so there we go. Now you got a couple of tears in there, and next up what we're going to do is I'm going to grab some white paint and we're going to go in each of those little gaps and make the fluffing or the cushion in the seats. Now with some better lighting you can see the texture a bit better. So I lied. I'm not going to use white. I'm going to use some Testor's flat tan. Kind of give it like a stained cushion look. I have used white in the past, so that's fine if you don't have tan. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use a small paintbrush or a paper clip. Doesn't really matter. And we're just going to kind of add a little bit of, that is going on really thick. You want to go a little bit drier to make it look splotchy, kind of like that. And make sure you cover up any color from the tape, unless you want, like, maybe you want it to look like it's been reupholstered and it was originally blue or green or whatever tape you're using. I don't know, but I'm just going to go with the tan and just add the little cushion into each of these tears. This brush is a little big for this hole. And I'll just go ahead and finish that up real quick. I'm just going to use a paper clip to do this final hole. It's a little small for my paintbrush. Paper clips are alright for painting small details. They don't get like the real control that a paintbrush has, and you can't really make it look too splotchy like in the other spots. I'm just kind of scraping it away a bit. So there's some of the insulation. And what I'm going to do I'll be right back. Alright, on to the final step, and that is we're going to be using cotton ball, and then just take a tiny little piece, kind of scrunched up into a ball. Kind of hard to see. How's that look? And we're going to add that to the seat. So I'm just going to do a tiny little drop of glue, hopefully, as long as it wants to cooperate. There we go. Yeah, I know I can use a paper clip or a toothpick and some glue, but I'm just lazy. Alright, so we got the fuzz on there. Just gonna tuck it in there a bit. Sticking up a little high. You can always trim it afterwards. If you have a nice pair of small scissors, it's easier. Now this paper towel background's kind of working against me. Hope you guys can see that alright. The seat was black and blended right in with my workbench. I can do that one more time with this other piece of cotton ball. Let's put that in this. I'm going to just put it on the cotton ball this time. I'm not going to risk it. Alright, so glue's on the cotton ball. I'm going to go ahead, put it there. Use the knife and tuck it in, hopefully. Nope, now it's glued to the knife. Yeah, real quality how-to videos right here. Alright, that's working well. I'll be back in a second. I'd say that's about good enough. So I got the cotton in that little tear there. This is a completely optional step. I don't do this on every seat, but since this one's going to be kind of a focal point in my junkyard, I figured I'd go the extra mile with the detail. If you really wanted to, you could add a little piece of duct tape like I showed you in my other video, to make it look like it's already been repaired or at one point. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call this one done and put it in the junkyard and see how it looks.